What's up, gamers and gearheads? Brutality here, bringing you a coalition report. The only news I have to report for you here, this episode is for you competitive gamers or for those who love watching competitive Gears of War. Here are a couple tournament announcements for you guys. First off, we've got Big Bang 3 going down February 1st, and second is $20 a team. Double elimination tournament, there are going to be 16 teams, but they're open to having more. Another very exciting tournament going down is actually a LAN that was announced the other day in Elegance's Goats vs. Jokes tournament. We are going to have another Hypefestation. I got a chance to talk to one of the creators of Hypefestation, CaptnBarbosa. Here's a little interview I did with him. Alright everybody, we are here with the CaptnBarbosa. As you guys may have learned during Elegance's Goats vs. Jokes tourney, we are going to have another Hypefestation. Barbosa, how we doing?
I'm doing good, Britt. Thanks for having me and doing this interview.
I appreciate you being here, and I'm sure everyone does as well. So, this Hypefestation, is it going to be called Hype 3, Hype Winter Brawl, or just plain old Hypefestation?
Gotcha. It's going to be Hypefestation Winter Brawl because essentially we're embedding our event into Winter Brawl 8. If it was its own standalone event, I would call it Hypefestation 3, but since it is not, and it's ultimately not like presentation and the show and everything, I would love to have, because when I was dreaming about Hype 3, I had it at a rock venue with lights and stuff. Yeah. So essentially it wasn't its own, it's not completely its own entity, so we're calling it Hypefestation at Winter Brawl 8.
So why did you decide to do another Hypefestation? Was there any one moment you said, man, I just want to do another hype? Or do you see the community kind of getting behind the game again?
Well, see, that's funny. There's a couple degrees to this answer here. I see people getting behind the game again. We did the Gears of War 1 LAN over here in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. I let Fatal Strike, head that up, and it still shows that there's interest for the game and that there's still like nothing really going for next gen right now that people want to just hop on. So with the reception from the Gears 1 event that Fatal Strike had, it was like, people kind of missed their game. So there was definitely interest there. I talked with a whole bunch of community members, and we decided to do Gears 3 because it's just too expensive to do Gears 1. Like, I know people love that game. It's just so expensive that, and we can just deal with Gears 3 a lot better than we can with Gears 1, and plus it's more of a recent game, and the population's higher on it, so that's why we decided to do Gears 3. There's still no good positive energy in the next-gen consoles, like, competitively. So it's like, hey, why not one more Gears thing? And when I saw a post being posted by Eric in Winter Brawl 8, how, like, they had so many people at their event last year, and then they wanted to increase that. I'm like, if we worked on a hype partnership where, it's Big E and Hype, and we could work together, he could easily get 150 more people in there, and he's trying to break records and stuff, and if the fighting game community will have us, and that's where I got the inspiration for Hypefestation, was from the fighting game community, because they have so much energy when they play. It would be actually a really good match. So me and Eric talked, and he was like, I'll give you space, you bring people, and there it is. We have Hype at Winter Brawl 8.
Nice. So when and where is this being held at?
This is going to be at the Clarion Hotel in Essington, Pennsylvania, which is right outside Philadelphia. So it's essentially Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And it's going to be February 21st to the 23rd.
What are we looking at as far as entry fees and prize pool money?
I'm going to leave that to Big E Gaming, because they need to put the whole registration system on their site. I know what it is. I know it's a reasonable price, but we want to put out all the money numbers at the same time, which is the entry fee and the prize breakdown. And, I'm still working on sponsors, so I will have that information as soon as I can, because I know it's very important to the players. I'll have that released as soon as I can do that.
Okay, so is there anything we as community members can do to help out Hypefestation at all?
Yes, actually, there's a couple stunts. I call them quote-unquote stunts that I want to do.
Okay.
One of them is to get the attention of Microsoft Studios, and Epic Games knows that we're doing this, and they want to help again. But Microsoft Studios would be like the one that's kind of just like always doing like the new thing, trying to get more games developed. But I wanted to do a stunt where it's like one day, we're gonna pick one day. It's gonna be our Gears 3 day, where everyone is just gonna buy a skin for like $2 for your guns, and then it'll have them scratching their heads like, what the hell was that? Why did all of a sudden we make all this revenue off people buying skins and stuff? And then hopefully they can trace it to us because we'll be making a big ruckus about it. And that's one of them. And then I just want to have like Gears community days where we actually just hop on and spam the game again and try. I want to try to get execution better numbers than TDM. Just
right.
One day, that would be amazing. So I want to kind of plan stunts like that.
Okay, awesome.
And I just need a community to jump in on those and get the word around when we decide when we're going to do those.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll be announcing it here on my channel, so make sure that you guys stay tuned for that. Now, where should the community follow to learn more news about Hypefestation?
We have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Hypefestation. We have the Twitter, which is twitter.com/Hypefestation. We have our website, which I just updated yesterday, hypefestation.com. And I'm going to try and stay on top of everything for information while it's coming out.
All right, awesome. Anything else you want to add?
I do want to add, and this is a big, eye roller for a lot of people, but since I'm chasing down reputable sponsors once again, we're going to kind of put in the whole player conduct in effect again. I know I was very lax with it. I just let you guys be you guys. But when money starts showing up and when sponsor interest starts showing up and professional corporate entities have an interest in something that we're doing, you kind of got to treat it with some professionalism. And so we're going to kind of start enforcing that player conduct again. And I'd like it if you guys started practicing your language because you're going to be on stream. And if you're definitely showing up to the event, we're going to be doing listen-ins again. And if your language is awful, you know what? You're just not going to have exposure. It'll just leave it at that. We won't care that you're at the event. You can contribute by kind of stepping up your professionalism. And
there you have it, folks. Be professional and you get that money. Basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works,
All right, Captain Barbosa, I really appreciate you being on. I'm sure the community does too. Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
There you have it, folks. We have 2 tournaments going on. Hypefestation, which is going to be a LAN tournament in Philadelphia. If you're not able to make that and you still want to compete, there is Big Bang 3 that you guys compete in February 1st and 2nd. Both of these events will be streamed, so if you would rather kick back and watch the action instead of actually compete, you can do that too. Alright folks, that is it for me, and until the cog turns again, we'll have some more news for you next time.